Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming to Deb Chanel's 40s World, where we do in and everything on the Housewives of Atlanta when it comes to Porscha Williams and Kenya Moore. Lord, I tell you, these ladies cannot stay out of the press. They just can't stay out. Or I should say, Kenya cannot stay out the press with trying to bring up her viewership watch and to make her relevant. She has she done put herself back in the tabloids, the blogs, where she is accusing Porscha of being a copycat, and she's speaking on her friendship with Phaedra Parks that is over. I'm like, wait a minute now. I do see Porscha shining or outshining Kenya Moore in the ratings on the Real Housewives of Atlanta for at least this season. She's definitely been a main factor, a very big playing factor on the episodes and cutting up and all that and kind of putting Kenya back in the shade where she needed to be. Okay, twirl on that. But anyway, we have an article that is written by the Inquisitor.com. It goes on to say, as its title, Kenya Moore says Porscha Williams a copycat and Phaedra Park friendship over. This article was written on February 19th of this year by Karen Day Wildy, or Wild. She goes on to say the latest, The Real Housewives of Atlanta episode featured an epic showdown between Porscha Williams and Candy Burris. And yes, it was. I also did a recap and review. Go check it out on my channel, please. That's Deb Chanel's 40s World. Okay. Anyway, she goes on to also write the two women volleyed accusations against one another, including claims of lesbianism, sex dungeons, and cheating. As the latest episode aired on Sunday night, Kenya Moore, who was once physically attacked by Porscha during a reunion show, accused Porscha of lying about Candy. Kenya also accused Porscha of being her copycat. More surprisingly, Kenya also revealed that her friendship with Phaedra Parks has deteriorated yet once again. Like, who can keep a relationship with Phaedra? Who can? Okay. She goes on to also write, at the latest episode aired on Sunday night, Kenya accused someone of stealing her look. She even quoted, "Bitch stole my look, laugh out loud, Real Housewives of Atlanta, single black female." Pretty much she did that on a tweet account or her Twitter account. Then it goes on to say, when a viewer asked Kenya who she was talking about, another viewer said that it was Porscha. The viewer attached the screenshot of Porscha's interview look that was similar to one of Kenya's looks. Okay. Then of course they showed a photo, and it's really not. I've seen Portia with her hair in that curly look, and I mean it just is what it is. No one has the copyrights on a design of hair or how you want your hair to be formed or fixed on your face, on your head. You know what I'm saying? So that shit is just totally not relevant. What Kenya is trying to put out there to keep herself relevant in social media. Then it goes on to say when another viewer agreed that Porscha did steal Kenya's look, Kenya outright called Porscha a copycat. Really, out of one person saying, yeah, she did it, that was that woman's opinion. That's all, Kenya. Stop validating shit that's not even worth putting out there. Okay, then it says Kenya also had something to say about Portia's relationship with Todd Stewart. Kenya apparently believes that Portia's relationship storyline with Todd, with whom she currently shown as being in a relationship and contemplating having a child with, was made up just for the show. Really, Kenya? Well, we could go on just about all of your men that you've shown on the Real Housewives of Atlanta as fictitious, pseudo, false, fraudulent. May I go on? And now you want to throw stones? Oh, Lord. Okay. Pick up a stone and hit your own self in the head. Okay? Pick up a stone and knock your ass out. If you're just going to come with this twisted mess about a fake storyline with having a man for a season of taping. Ugh, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black? Really, Kenya? Really? Okay, then we go on. She goes on to say, Kenya retweeted a viewer's tweet that pointed out how everyone accuses Kenya of having a fake relationship in reference to her now ex Matt Jordan, but doesn't say anything about Porscha doing the same thing. Kenya also retweeted a viewer's tweet that accused Porscha of being in a fake relationship as well as copying Kenya for her confessional looks. Kenya, I'm just your diehard fans, fanatics, however you want to call them. That's not something. That's somebody's perspective and opinion. It's not fact. Okay? Please. When it comes to Portia's claims about Candy Burris, she goes on to write that Candy was in a 7-year relationship with a woman, has a sex dungeon in her home, and slept around with R&B groups, and allows her husband Todd Tucker to cheat on her. And Candy denied all those claims. Kenya made it clear that she believes Candy over Portia by tweeting that she's Team Candy. I didn't know we were taking sides now, Kenya. Really? He also pointed out how Portia's forgetfulness over what she said is an indication that she is lying. Okay, and then it goes on to say Porscha Williams wasn't the only co-star Kenya Moore criticized as the latest The Real Housewives of Atlanta episode aired. Kenya insulted both Porscha and Phaedra Parks by tweeting that they can only talk about sex and foolishness. Kenya further dubbed Porscha and Phaedra Whack and Whack, a riff of the freak and frat nickname that they've given themselves. Whenever a viewer expressed confusion over Kenya's tweet since the current episode showed Kenya and Phaedra being friends after having gotten closer after Kenya's participated in Phaedra's children camp in Flint. Kenya made it very clear that viewers will see their relationship take a turn for the worse in the upcoming episodes. Kenya told the viewer to keep watching the show, and in particular, the mid-season trailer. During her appearances on Andy Cohen's talk show Watch What Happens Live in January, Kenya made it very clear that she was on Candy's side when asked whether she believed Phaedra's claims that Candy had sexual relationships with Shamia Morton. Kenya not only pretty much called Phaedra, with whom she feuded with once previous seasons over Apollonida, a liar, but also likened her to a greasy pig. What? Nothing surprises me anymore with these girls. You know Phaedra. She's like a slippery, greased pig. You can catch her. You can't catch her. You just can't reel her in. Then Kenya added that Kennedy also has told the truth while Phaedra has been caught lying several times. One thing I do know about Candy is that she always tells the truth. No, she don't. Okay? No, she don't. She may be evasive. She may be not forthcoming at the time, but she doesn't always tell the truth, Kenya. She does not always tell the truth. Okay? Um, and it goes on, but we've all called Phaedra in several lies. So have we with you, Kenya. So have we with you. Okay, and then it says a preview for next week's The Real Housewives of Atlanta episode shows that viewers will see Candy Burris tell some of the other women, including Kenya Moore, what Porscha Williams accused her of. When Kenya and the other hear of the sex dungeon claims, they fall over in laughter and jokingly go for it. I'll go look for it. On a more dramatic note, another preview shows that when the group is in Hawaii, Candy gets so angry at Porscha that she threatens to get physical. Perhaps viewers will see Phaedra Parks help defend Porscha against Candy while Kenya attacks Porscha on Candy's behalf. Now I'm like, come on now. Y'all saying that Porscha has anger management problems. And really, Candy's ready to stomp the shit out of her come next episode. Now, who really got anger management and who want to put hands on somebody? Can we turn the tables and say Candy may need anger management? Maybe these girls need a break totally from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they might be needing to get recasted if they can't control themselves. I'm just saying, what y'all think about it? Put it in the comments, let me know, and I'll see y'all next time for I'm sure something will be cracking in them streets with them housewives women of Atlanta. Okay, take care. Bye bye.